Greetings. I am a dragon alchemist, and allow me to entertain you. I am once again playing Fallout 4, where I am at Old North Church.
You need to hit the dead drops. Randolph's got a message for you.
And as per usual, the jobs just keep coming in. I'll get to that dead drop in a moment. Where is it? It's, all the way over here. You really like your dead drops really far away from any place.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was
okay, a bit of a graphical error on Desdemona's hair.
Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
Bold move. Also, bold haircut, but I know that's not your fault. Moving against that institute in such a big way is gonna break my cover extremely.
That's a bold plan.
We can't waste this opportunity. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
So you need a slave rebellion to start in the Institute. I suppose, as far as plans go, that's not a bad one. If all their defenses are directed outwards, they're not going to be so well situated for an internal revolt. Then again, they've got the SRB in case of a mass revolt, so I'm not quite sure how well that's going to go. They also have the recall codes, which is going to be problematic.
Even with synth allies, is that enough to fight the Institute?
The synths greatly outnumber the scientists. If enough of them rebel, the chaos would be unprecedented. Then we use that turmoil to evacuate everyone we can. It will work, because it must. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
Wow, that was rather ruthless of your Desdemona. But I suppose in a situation like this, you take advantages where they may be.
Sorry for the poor bastards that fight us. They don't stand a chance.
I feel a little sorry from time to time. Then I just move on. I also secured that DIA cache while I was away.
Sometimes the story's got it right. You kicked ass at Malden.
Yeah, for some reason, all the hair is glitched out for me right now. I'll have to check on that later.
Systems locked. Building statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
Not here to talk about a tea party.
I secured the DIA cache for you.
Human interface. That's great, Agent. Those provisions will really help Organization Railroad. Here's your reward. Have a good day.
I could make so many jokes about a canned response there.
I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you.
Nope, I got nothing wrong with me. Okay, that leaves me with a choice. I could either A, go to the Institute and help with the synth rebellion inside. That's gonna pretty much blow my cover right from the get-go. I will be then declared an enemy of the Institute, no question. And at this stage, I don't mind that. I don't mind being declared an enemy of the Institute because their policies just don't jive with me. Their reasoning and their logic is flawed. Because, on one hand, synths, they willingly choose to ignore any evidence to the contrary that the synths are sentient beings that are worthy of being considered equals, intellectually, in rights, everything. Any evidence, they just dismiss. There seems to be a minority that believes otherwise, such as Benet, but they are exceedingly rare. And in that sort of culture where you can choose to ignore the rights of others, unless something really major drops on them that forces them to have to reconsider, unless there's a severe change in the balance of power, they will just continue to act that way. I've tried to say something to Father and everyone else. I haven't been able to say anything to convince them. They simply will not choose to see things that just threaten their power. And then there's their views on the Commonwealth as a whole. They say that the Commonwealth is doomed. It is a wasteland wreck. And to a point, I agree. It's a wreck, but it can be saved. It can be salvaged. Something better can be made of it. But at the same time, I am reminded of the previous Commonwealth government that tried to be established. And apparently the Institute wrecked that, purposefully. There was a lot of speculation on the whys of it, but I'm thinking they did it because they viewed it as a threat. And at that stage, the Institute has become so self-serving in their interests that they see anything that is a threat to their power and not as potential allies, and will choose to just destroy it rather than try to examine it. They're not scientists anymore. They are a political entity that is exceptionally dangerous. So, in the light of that, I am going to have to oppose the Institute right here and now. I am going to go to the bunker in Bunker Hill and save the fortress there. And I'm gonna be... I don't know how covert I can make it. If my cover's ruined, then the cover's ruined. But I don't mind that. If I can keep my cover...
Oh, Bunker Hill. I so wanted to... These defenses are quite sturdy, yes?
It's not as if I want to retain my cover at this point any longer. Oh, and in case anyone was wondering why Curie is in a suit, when I removed her from the hazmat suit earlier, apparently she kinda lost her original vestments, so I had to give her whatever else I had on hand, which was the suit that Molly gave me, so I gave Curie a suit that a robot gave me. Talk about fitting. Yeah, sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting.
Yep, we going shooting!
Backup relay.
A bit rude of me to shoot him in the back like that, but considering all my previous encounters with synths, coursers, I'd rather not get into a stand-up fight. So far, I don't think anyone else noticed that. Wait. Is that... That's the Brotherhood! What is the Brotherhood doing here? I did not inform you guys about this. Then again, this could just be a random vertebrate flying around, and they notice the firefight.
Come here. Let me end your suffering.
Nope. My mistake. Apparently they came in here with a purpose. Apparently the Institute operations here did not go as planned. Well, partially because I told the Railroad, but they're the only ones I told. The Brotherhood was not involved in this. Ow! Watch those grenades! Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Okay, the Institute believes I'm an ally because they didn't see me shoot the Courser. The Brotherhood of Steel believes I'm an ally, and that's true to a point, but like I said, I stopped supporting them now. And the Railroad, yeah, I am really an ally, but they need me to maintain my cover. This is so confusing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't walk in front of the minigun. Walking in front of the minigun. Bad idea. I'll let you all fight it out. I'm not involved in this. Out of my way. I will take whatever ammunition I could get. I'm just gonna get in here, get the synths out. Anyone that gets in my way is gonna get shot. That's gonna be the long and short of it.
What the heck? What was that? What's that noise?
Oh, yeah, it sounds like the firefight got down here as well. Big firefight, too. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dropping down there while grenades are flying is a bad idea. Oh, oh, get out of the way of the grenade. Get out of the way of the grenade. I'm not here to fight any of you. Out of the way, please. Oh, come on, you heavy. I'm here to retrieve the synths. We're gonna make an escape. And once we make our escape... Oh, oh, oh. That turret's hostile. I thought the turrets were supposed to be from the railroad side. Oh, oh. Could you please reprogram your turrets to verify me as an ally? Okay. I don't mind making enemies of the Brotherhood if they get in my way. But if they stay out of my way, they can just stay as is. Right? I'm getting you guys out of here.
Thank you for sparing us.
I didn't do anything. Yet.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it. I can't believe you did that with us. Thank you.
Hi. We'll get somewhere soon, as soon as you're gone.
You don't need me to get you guys out. You're fine as is. Okay. Apparently I already did the job by killing the Courser. Fair enough, I suppose. And it sounds like the fight outside has finally subsided. Yeah, it's a real mess down there. Well, not much more to do now. I'm gonna have to tell Father that this entire operation was a wash.
I believe we're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little things going back is for evidence.
Wow, the Brotherhood and the synths here got wiped out. I suppose that makes sense. I did inform the railroad that there was a fight incoming. The Institute did not realize that there was going to be this much resistance. The Brotherhood! I do not know how they managed to realize that there was a fight going on here. Maybe they saw all of the firepower coming in and out. Maybe they came in to investigate and thus were not completely prepared for a fight of this magnitude. I'm going to be taking that Gatling laser though because I don't believe I have one of them. I got to say, though, this is a nice bit of stuff to pick up. I'll leave the rest of the supplies, however, for the railroad, since this is their place, and they're going to need to rebuild their defenses after all of this craziness. I'm getting out of here. I had enough fun here. I did not get involved in the fight, but I suppose tipping the odds in the railroad's favor was enough. They don't need a giant armored Gauss cannon wielding figure to help tip the odds. What am I going to have to say to Father? That's going to be a question. I really should stop calling him Father. He's Sean. Let's not beat around the bush. And it still sounds like the fighting's going on outside. A little bit of looting here and there. A lot of railroad people got killed here, unfortunately. But I would think the synths costs were higher. Yep, we're out of here. Let's see where we have to go. It was... not cleansing the Commonwealth, not blind betrayal. Battle for Bunker Hill. Yeah, I dealt with the escaped synths. We've settled that. Speak with Father in the ruins of CIT. I'm gonna have to wonder what he's gonna have to say about this. Probably nothing good. Alright. I'm not going to drag them along. I'm not going to fool around here. We are going to just state outright. I have no interest in supporting the Institute. How am I going to get up there is the question. Is there roof access? Or I could just use my jetpack. I'm hoping my jetpack has enough fuel to get me up there. I may as well eat and drink something to make sure I got all the action points I can use. Let's see now. Don't need scroll stew. Vegetables and noodle cup. There we go. Up, up, and away! Yes! Just barely made it. I was supposed to get up here otherwise, though. Ah, there's Father. Hey, Sean. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess over there. And it's still a mess. I still see the Brotherhood flying around. Don't ask me how they got there.
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
And this is the mindset that I was talking about previously. The Commonwealth is not dead. There are people around that try to do good things. Yes, there are bad things a bit around. But we try regardless.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Okay, I will admit to the point that the Institute did save you from a existence of having to scrounge around. That was a blessing, but I don't know about what you mean about the costs. The cost to upkeep your institute is on slave labor, which you are very willing to ignore. Yeah, why me?
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
I don't know what you mean by infiltrate. You kinda invited me... Well, no, not really. I did use the signal interceptor. That was on my end. The rest was more yours. Why now, though?
Why let me out now? After all this time?
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Was it worth it? It's pathetic, just an experiment. I still love you. I don't know about the love part. You've grown into your own person, and that person is not exactly someone I support. We all have to make our choices. Just an experiment. Yeah, kind of a little miffed at that. It's pathetic. We don't have to go that far. But was it worth it? That is the question. What does he make of all this?
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
You're talking about the future, but it's the future of only the Institute. That you completely cut off everyone else from progress is similar to the Brotherhood. It just does not stand.
Are you following?
Alright, I've had enough of this. I cannot keep going along with this. Yes, I could keep my cover. I could go along with the plan. But I've had enough. I'm gonna be straightforward about this. I let them go.
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
Now that's... Why was it stupid? The fact that you declare it stupid is more something we have to delve into.
It was the right thing to do, Sean.
There's no moral choice to be made here. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
You don't. Yeah, I'm done. We're through.
I don't want to be involved in this, Sean.
After all this, after everything you've seen, all that you've learned, you're just going to walk away?
If you could change, then yes, I would be willing to stick it out with you. But the thing is, you aren't. You're refusing to even address the question. And I cannot allow this to keep continuing. The longer we dawdle, is the longer it takes for things to get worse. I cannot be a part of this.
I can't do it, Sean. I can't be a part of this anymore.
I am very sorry.
I really wish there was an option to say, could you
like
change?
family again. I hope you shared our vision for the future. I'm afraid there's no room for sentimentality, Father. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Whatever you do going forward, do not interfere with the Institute's plans. I hope you can find some amount of peace.
Just stay out of my way, then. I'm still rebuilding the Commonwealth with the Minutemen. You can stay underground. You can conduct your experiments on your own.
Are you following?
But continue abducting people. Continue to make playthings out of synths. And we will have an issue.
Me too, Sean.
Goodbye, Father.
Huh. Failure, huh? It's a failure I'm willing to take. Banished from the Institute. Return to the Institute. Well, that was a bit contradictory. Apparently we finished with that. Started. Burning cover. Report to Desdemona. Yeah, she's not going to be happy about my decision here. But at the same time, this was more on my own end. I've got to start thinking about my own issues. Well, let's get to Desdemona. Let's see what she has to say in all this. But that'll be for the next episode. What a mess. And it's not just the Commonwealth I'm talking about. For now, I hope I have entertained you. Farewell.